Ho, ho, ho! Now I have a fantasy live stream. What's up, everybody? It's me, Joe Pisapia, and welcome to the live stream here at Fantasy Pros. We're going to answer your questions. It's AMA. You can ask me football questions. You can ask me other questions, but I'm pretty sure today it's just going to be football questions because we're in week one of the playoffs at week 15, and there's a whole lot to digest, a whole lot to dissect, and a whole lot to get through. But before we even do, I want to remind everybody, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because that is going to allow you to ask me a question in the chat, which is why you're here watching in the first place. So you can't ask a question if you're not a subscriber, so go be a subscriber. Join our YouTube channel right now and click that notifications bell when you do, so you know when all the great content comes out here at Fantasy Pros. So go check that out right now. Also, nice little bonus if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you ask a question in the noon hour with Kyle Yates from noon to 1. You could get a giveaway right here at Fantasy Pros. Thanks to our friends at Pristine Auction. We'll be giving away an autographed Devonta Smith Philadelphia Eagles jersey. That's right. So all you Johns out there that want to hang out with our Eagles fans, Pristine Auction's got a jersey for you. Again, all you got to do is subscribe to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel, ask a question between 12 and 1, and just like that, you're entered. There you go. And that's pristineauction.com, where they have so much cool stuff. The coolest place to bid on any sort of memorabilia in the sports world or other worlds. So go check that out today. It makes a nice present too. So, maybe if you're looking for another present, Pristine Auction is the place to go. So let's get after it. Let's start answering your questions. And I just want to tell you guys today for you, I wore this. I'm just going to stand up for a second here. Do you see this? This is John McClane right here. Yippee-ki-yay. You know why? Because I want you to be John McClane today. We're not going to give up. John McClane didn't give up just because there was 12 terrorists who hijacked the Nakatomi Plaza. John McClane didn't give up on his fantasy team when his feet were full of glass. John McClane didn't give up on his family when things looked rough. That's right. So I want you all to be inspired by Die Hard, one of the great Christmas movies ever made. And today, be like John McClane. Do not give up on your fantasy life, no matter what's gone on this week, how many games have gotten moved, how many COVID tests, or how many things have gone wrong for your team. Let's try to be positive, and that's why I'm wearing the hat. I'm trying to spread a little joy. Let's start with Madeline. Tua or Taysom Hill? Look, it is really difficult to argue with starting Taysom Hill. His fantasy numbers are far better than his actual quarterback numbers at the end of the day, but I would love to start Tua. I have to still start Taysom Hill regardless. And it's very frustrating because from a quarterback perspective, I'm not a fan. But this is not about real football right now. It's about fantasy football. So Taysom Hill is that guy. And yeah, it's a tough matchup. And yeah, it's on the road and all that stuff. But the rushing equity he brings is just too good. So I'm just going to go with Taysom Hill here. But I understand the pause because the Tua matchup with the Jets is so good. However, at the same time, I'm just going to take those rushing yards and get out with Taysom Hill. And hopefully he has a rushing touchdown this game as well. Let's go to the next one here. Let's go with Oopie. Oopie? Or it's not Opie. I'm pretty sure it's Oopie because it's two O's. So I just want to, people say, you're an idiot, Joe, and that might be true. But Oopie is what you're doing here. Pick two, Darrell Henderson, Gaskin, or Deonta Foreman. I'm going to pick Gaskin and Foreman here because Darrell Henderson shares far too much variable. How many carries is he getting? Is he getting the goal line carries? He's fighting with Cooper Kupp and Van Jefferson, and Odell Beckham, and Sony Michel, and all these other Tyler Higbee, sort of, kind of. There's too many variables there. Foreman against that Pittsburgh Steelers defense that just got shredded by Dalvin Cook last time we saw them. And Myles Gaskin back healthy against the Jets is a good matchup. He put up, I think, 18 half-point PPR points last time we saw him against the Jets. So let's hope for a repeat of that. Peter McKinney, or McInerney, I believe it is. McKinney, I don't know. Oopie. Half-point PPR, Carter or Henderson. I'm going to go with Michael Carter here, by himself in that backfield, pretty much. And I say by himself because the other guys stink. So Michael Carter is where I'm going here. Once again, the variable of Henderson is tenuous for me right now. I can't get in that. Plus, I think that game's going to be a shootout, so don't be surprised if that gets more interesting. Ertz or Njoku, full point PPR. Well, Ertz is hurt, so I'm just going to wait for Njoku. So that's easy. So let's move on to the next one. Thanks, Jude, for the question. Next is Matt Shy Poor. What are these names today, people? I feel like it's the holidays and people are getting maybe too much eggnog. Maybe a little bit. All right, Matt Shy Poor. Edmonds, Foreman, or Wilson. Pick two in the half-point PPR. I'm going to pick Wilson and Foreman. Hope for the touchdown equity there with those two. And Edmonds' first game back is going to be a little fade for me because I don't know how much he's going to work. It's a great matchup for Connor in this one. But Foreman and Wilson's the way I'm going to go. Next is Adam C. Need a flex in PPR, Michael Carter, Rashad Penny, or Christian Kirk? I think Penny's the safest of the three. Kirk is the boomer bust. So if you're playing from behind, say you're playing against a team that's got Kelsey and you're already behind, or you're not liking what things are going for your roster, Kirk is capable of a 0 or 2 touchdown performance. Very little in between. But for me, I think even with Michael Carter in this mix, Rashad Penny has kind of earned that spot for me. Once again, I think Seattle's going to show up for this game. This is my inclination. Penny looked really good last week. He also ran a ton of routes. So if it does become a game where Seattle's behind, he can catch the football in the backfield. He ran a lot of routes, more than any other running back last week for the Seattle Seahawks. So go ahead and give me Penny. Let's live and die with the Rashad Penny. I can't believe I'm saying this. And I'm the guy that did not like Rashad Penny. I'm the guy that told you it's a waste. It's a waste. Well, now it's not. Now, due to a series of unfortunate events, it is not a waste. Rashad Penny is startable this week. Next here, Dustin. Dustin wants to know PPR flex pick one: Michael Gallup, Sony Michel, KJ Osborne, or Odell Beckham. I'm going to take Odell Beckham, all of Joe's least favorite players. This is it. That song exists, a few of my favorite things. Well, these are a few of my least favorite things. Rashad Penny, Odell Beckham, but business before personal, always. And I think Odell Beckham against that Seattle secondary that's trash, especially without Jamal Adams, is the way I would go. I would play for Odell Beckham there in this one. Next year is Nicky Peppers. How you doing, Nicky? Yeah, I love Nicky Peppers. He's a good guy. Him and his cousin Tony Onion. Sometimes they get together on the weekends. They watch the games together. It's nice. It's nice. Justin Fields or Taysom Hill? Still got to be Taysom Hill here. Also because of that slight factor of just the concern of waiting for that game and what else could unfold in terms of the COVID world in the hours to come. So I'm just going to take Taysom Hill right now, today, tonight, be done with it. Daniel Huss wants to know, Jeff Wilson against the Falcons or OBJ versus the Seahawks? My only concern with Jeff Wilson is now that you got Debo back in this mix too. So they like to get Debo the football in those big time situations, especially in the red zone area. So I feel like Jeffrey Wilson's nose gets cut despite his face. I think that's the metaphor. If not, and sue me. Odell Beckham for me, once again, is the way that I would go against the Seahawks, especially if it's a PPR format of any kind. Gerald Colton, Minnesota or Green Bay defense? I'm going to go with the Green Bay defense here. They've been a pretty solid unit all season. Minnesota's very inconsistent. I know it's tempting to start them, but they give up a lot of big plays, a lot of nonsense. Give me Green Bay here. I think that's the way I would go, especially now that it's more likely we're going to get Huntley playing quarterback, my guest today. Steve Diaz. Buenos dias. Buenos dias, Steve Diaz. How are you? PPR, Henderson or Sony Michel? Oh, this is the worst, isn't it? It's the absolute worst. I'm going to play Sony Michel in the standard. I'm going to play Sony Michel in the half. And I'm going to play Sony Michel in the full. That's right. I changed it up on you there. I don't know, man. I got a bad feeling here about Henderson, and Sony Michel's been working with the team all week. So Tom Weaver, Sony Michel or KJ Osborne, assuming Thielen is out. Assuming Thielen is out, I would go with KJ Osborne here and try to get some of those PPR points. Next is Aaron. Aaron W. Morning, Joe. Good morning, Aaron W. Sit two, half PPR. Javonte, Foreman, Carter, or Gaskin. So I'm sitting two people from this mix. Let's see. I'm going to sit Carter. I can't. It's so tempting to sit Zeke. I just can't do it. Carter and probably Javonte with the health. Oh, I hate this. How? No, you know what? No, I can't do that. No. Here's what we're going to do. There's 5 names. I got to play 3, sit 2. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Javonte. I'm going to play Zeke. And I'm going to play the total with Foreman. So that's what I'm going to do there. I'm going to sit Gaskin and Carter because there's more variable in that Jets-Miami Dolphin game. And plus, if you're wrong about that game, with the wrong side of that game, this game will hurt you in a lineup potentially. So that swing is a little too much for me to bear. So rather than take the chance with that, I'm going to start Williams, Zeke, and Foreman, and I'm going to just leave the 2 guys in the Miami Jets game alone just to take that variable out of my lineup. Next is Mason McCullough. Is Ertz playing? It doesn't seem like he's playing. So even if he does get on the field, I would not be anxious to start him. So we'll look for other options. Conklin and Njoku, Evan Ingram, Gross, something like that. I would definitely be looking for something here. Kyle Eves. Good morning. Good morning, Kyle. Half PPR flex, AJ Green or Foreman. I'm going to go with Deonta Foreman. A lot of Deonta Foreman for me today against the Pittsburgh Steelers run defense, which looked like trash the other night. So sorry. I mean, there's not much left for the Titans to do except hand the ball to Foreman anyway. So let's go. Ryan Guns, flex one. In PPR, Mooney or Penny. I'm going to go with Penny, even though it's a full point PPR. I just want the touches. I want the volume. There's no guarantees with Mooney. Duke, Melvin Gordon or Donovan Peoples-Jones. Still Melvin Gordon. Still going to go that route. Yes, I know it's not thrilling, but Peoples-Jones is tempting. But right now, if I can avoid Denver, I will. I mean, excuse me. If I can avoid Cleveland, I will. Pardon me. So yes, give me Melvin Gordon and the Denver Broncos side of that one. Easton Brown, Taysom Hill or Lamar Jackson. Taysom Hill, he's healthy or healthier. And Lamar Jackson's not healthy. Lamar Jackson's not a good start this week. I'm sorry. And if he goes off, great. But I mean, the last thing I saw, maybe Chris can give me an update if we see anything in the last 10 minutes, but last I saw, it was not looking good for Lamar Jackson. So I don't believe we're going to be getting anything out of Lamar today. Just not thinking that's going to be the case. Dom Root, Connor or Gibson? Connor today, even in the full point PPR, because Connor against the Detroit Lions is too good of a matchup to sit him. He's got more touchdown equity than Gibson does. Stacy Lewis. Hello, Stacy. Only girl in my league. Good for you, Stacy. That's right. Go kick butt, and you're in the playoffs, obviously. I want to beat these guys. Good. I want to help you. For my flex, should I play Ezekiel Elliott or Devontae Parker? Please help. Ooh, boy. Look, this is a tricky one because Devontae Parker is a good matchup against the Jets. If it's a full point PPR, I understand wanting to start Parker. But Ezekiel Elliott was your first round pick. I have a hard time at this point in the season, even though it's underwhelming, of sitting Ezekiel Elliott. I think the Giants are packing it up and going home. Now, I do believe, there'll be a little rah-rah in the beginning here against the Cowboys. I can't sit my first round pick for Devontae Parker. As good as it seems potentially to play Parker against the Jets, and I like playing Parker, I would like to work Parker somewhere else into my lineup if I could, but it sounds like you got a pretty good lineup if you have these kind of problems right now. So if you got a good lineup, then take the running back, because the running back is short touches, short points, and who knows, maybe Devontae Parker is like 4 for 45 in this game. It's kind of underwhelming. And if Zeke falls in the end zone, he's already pretty much close to him. So I would still start Zeke, and I understand what your concern is, but good luck, Stacy. Go kick butt today. Yeah, the last thing I saw was that same thing. Thanks, Chris. So Chris is just telling me the same report I saw, which is extremely unlikely. So it's extremely unlikely that when I take the Santa Claus hat off later, that there is not some sort of weird mark around my bald head. And it's also extremely unlikely that Lamar Jackson is going to play today. Okay, so that's the last I saw like 2 hours ago, so nothing's changed. Saeed Hill. Hey, Joe, thanks for all your work. Oh, thanks, Saeed. That's very kind of you. Thank you for being here and being part of Fantasy Pros. Who is the odd man out in a half-point PPR? Foreman, Wilson, St. Brown, or A.J. Green? Well, it's definitely not Foreman. It's definitely not Wilson. So here we are in the half-point PPR. I think the odd man out is going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown, just because I'm playing the other side of that game. And I don't love AJ Green today. Make no mistake about it. But, if it was full point PPR, I might feel differently. But in the half, I think I would still lean towards AJ Green. Jeremy Garcia, Gaskins or Chase Edmonds, full point PPR. Gaskin. Miles Gaskin is who I'm playing. I love how people still call him Gaskins. I just love that. It never gets old. It's week 15, and people still call him Gaskins. It's hilarious. I don't know why. They had the S. It makes me smile every single day. And that's supposed to be fun, right? Fantasy football is fun. So, Jeremy, I would still play Miles Gaskin, no S, over Chase Edmonds, S at the end. Let's go next to Daniel D. Darrell Henderson or Marquise Brown, full point PPR. Marquise Brown, also not healthy here. Darrell Henderson, to me, I would always take the running back here in this situation, because if the wide receiver is not 100% healthy, what happens if he comes out of this game? That's kind of a problem for me. I would probably lean towards Henderson. I think it's a little safer play. But that being said, if you don't like your lineup, your team stinks right now, you've missing players, you're losing guys, then Marquise Brown is the better dice roll. But I would play Henderson. All right, next year, Cameron, pick 3. Okay, I will, Cameron. Zeke, Saquon, Carter, Javonte Williams, Wilson, or Chuba Hubbard. No Chuba. No. I'm going to go with Zeke, I'm going to go with Saquon, and I'm going to go with Javonte Williams. I'm going to go with the best 3 guys that I got just talent-wise. I'm going to leave Carter, Wilson, Chuba Hubbard to the waiver wire, which is really your bench at this point. Austin Storms, Mooney, Claypool, or Foreman, PPR. Thanks, Joe. Your advice got me into the playoffs. Good, Austin. It's really your work that got you into the playoffs, but I'm happy to be a small part of your work. Austin, let's see. Mooney, Claypool, or Foreman in the PPR. I think if I want to short points, I'm taking Foreman in this game. I really like Foreman in this matchup. If you don't want to go with the running back, Claypool will be my second choice, but Foreman would be my first. I just have a better feeling about that. I am so that guy. Merry Christmas, Joey P. Merry Christmas. I am so that guy. Happy New Year to you as well. Henderson, Michelle, Freeman, or Edmonds in the flex. Well, I can't pick either of these two Rams guys because that's crazy. I'm going to go with Freeman. Freeman's been pretty solid. Give me Freeman. I think Huntley can move the football. I don't think it's going to be great, but I think Freeman's kind of that guy that I feel good about in that situation. Edmonds' first game back, I just don't know how much he's going to get used. And that's scary to me. I don't want to lose a playoff matchup because Edmonds didn't give me a chance. Now, Edmonds is a great player. I love Edmonds. But at the same time, it's kind of like, it's a weird situation there. So give me Freeman, a little safer, good touchdown equity. Let's go. High riser, Van Jefferson or AJ Green. Despite OBJ being back, I still like Van Jefferson. Matchup is great against that secondary for the Seahawks. No Jamal Adams. Big total on that game. I think it's going to be a lot of back and forth. I think that's going to be a laser light show, that game. I really do. I think Seattle's going to show up. We shall see if I'm right or wrong. But, everyone's like all back on the Rams now until, of course, they lose to Seattle this week. And then all of a sudden, then what? Then what? Where's your Sean McVay now? Let's move on. Billy Kresge. Billy wants to know, hey, Joe, half-point PPR. Need one. One wide receiver, one for the flex. T. Higgins, he's in. There's one. Brandon Ayuk, Van Jefferson, Javonte Williams. I would go with T. Higgins and Javonte Williams. To me, those are the surest things potentially. Eric Easterling, Parker or Mooney, full PPR. Give me Devontae Parker in this matchup. I like the matchup a lot for Parker. Just not enough to start him over Ezekiel Elliott. Keith Mickelmurray. Keith Mickelmurray. Oh, that's a fun name. I honestly Mickelmurray a lot. Chris, you like the Mickelmurray? Of course you do. Everybody likes the Mickelmurray. Keith Mickelmurray. Henderson, Penny, Sanders, full PPR. I'm going to live and die on the Rashad Penny Hill. That's where I'm going to go. Rashad Penny Hill all the time. Next year, Hank, AJ Green, or Jeff Wilson in the flex, full point PPR. I'm going to go with the running back, Jeff Wilson. I'm trying to avoid AJ Green wherever I can. So it's got to be like, we're going to start talking about Detroit Lions wide receivers. I guess they're talking about guys that low down the totem pole before I go to AJ Green. I'll take Jeffrey Wilson here in this game, despite my concerns about Jeffrey Wilson. East Coast Pros, pick one. Full PPR, Javonte Williams, Darrell Henderson, Miles Sanders, Devonta Freeman. Still going to go with Williams. Williams is a great talent. I just want the talent in my roster. I don't feel good about Sanders. Freeman, I think, is okay. Henderson, I'm unsure about. I know Williams has been hurt. I know he's been dealing with an injury, but I'm going to try to live and die with the best player. The best talent's Williams. And if Williams goes off on my bench, I can't live with myself. These other guys do. At least I knew it was a crapshoot to begin with. So give me Williams. Andre Gonzo. Gonzo, by the way, probably my favorite Muppet. Probably. I'm a big fan of the Gonzo's hilarious. I mean, let's be honest. He's also, he's out there risking his life all the time on that stupid show. And, I don't even know if he's got insurance. He's constantly blowing himself up on the Muppet Show. Gonzo's fantastic. Gonzo, underrated Muppet. Does not get enough. Pick two, full PPR. Henderson, Gronk, Sanders, Carter, Edmonds, Penny, names, football, fantasy. I'm going to go with Gronk for sure. And then the other one for me is going to be Penny. Give me Penny and Gronk. That's where I'm going, Andre. Good luck. Next is Kyle Wins. Hey, Joe, I need help in my flex. Scary Terry or Marvin Jones Jr. Oh, my goodness gracious. Kyle. I feel your pain, man. And I have a bad feeling that Marvin Jones is going to put more points up. So you know what? I'm going to go with that bad feeling. I'm going to go with Marvin Jones. Terry has not been good. It has not gone the right way here for the Washington football team with Terry McLaurin lately. So as crazy as it sounds, I feel like James Robinson and Marvin Jones are going to put on our show today saying, look what we could do without Urban Meyer holding us back. That's what I think. The coach, full point PPR, sit one. Debo, no. Godwin, no. Chubb, no. No. I won't sit any of these guys. No. So you need to adjust something else. What is this, a 6-team league? How'd you get all these guys? What the hell are you doing here, coach? Look, I can't sit Debo or Godwin. I guess it would be Chubb in the full point PPR. I'd have to sit. But, I can't sit Chubb. How the hell are you sitting Chubb? What the heck's going on in this lineup and how many players you have to play? You got to play all these guys. Something else is wrong here. You're doing something else wrong. I don't know what it is, coach, but whatever it is, Put it in the chat because I want to know. Because all three of these guys you have to start. They're must starts this week. Kevin McKenzie, standard, pick one. Devontae Smith, Alon-Ra St. Brown, KJ Osborne, and Terry McLaurin. You know what? I know Devontae Smith has not been exciting lately, but I think there's an opportunity here against that Washington football team for him to be exciting. I will take Devontae Smith here in this one, but it is close. It is very, very close. Next year, Kyle C, full point PPR, start two, Devontae Parker, Aaron Jones, Amari Cooper, or Russell Gage. I would like to start Aaron Jones, and I would also like to start Devontae Parker. Thank you for playing, Kyle C. You can see Chris. He'll give you a lovely parting gift. Carlos, start Dak or Tua. You know, I know it's not been good for Dak Prescott. I get it. It's been underwhelming. It's been upsetting. I get it. But come on, man. This is Dak Prescott against the Giants. Last time he played the Giants, he threw 300 yards up there. And these guys get up for these rivalry games. If you think that Dak Prescott hasn't heard the news that he has been underwhelming in the last few weeks, you're crazy. I got to go with Dak Prescott over Tua. I don't care if it's the Jets. I don't care if it's the Texans he's playing. I don't care. I'm still going to play Dak for better or worse because Dak is my guy. And if you lose, you lose. At least you lost with your best players. I can't stand losing to my backups because I overmanage my fantasy team. I can't stand it. You shouldn't be able to stand it either. Don't do it. I want that to sink in for a second here. While I rehydrate myself for some more of your questions. And again, if you have a question, drop it in the chat by subscribing to Fantasy Pros, and then you can type in the chat and be a member here in Fantasy Pros and check out all the amazing content we've got. And we got a lot of cool things coming up in the offseason too. We got fun game show things going on we're going to do. We got draft coverage. We got baseball coming around the corner. So go check it out. All right, next here, Julian C, DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Henderson. Choose one for standard flex. Ugh, standard flex. Don't like the DJ Moore situation, that's for sure. Standard flex, I'm just going to play Henderson and hope for a big play. Play the running back in the standard every time I can. All right, TMNR1. It's a lot to take in there. Gordon, Henderson, or Foreman, full point PPR. I actually like Foreman the best of this group, and I know that sounds crazy, especially in the full point PPR. Gordon's the safer one, though. So at the end of the day, if you're asking me, do I want to put my playoff hopes and dreams on Foreman over Gordon? Probably not. It's very tempting. If I was already behind, I might. But I think Gordon is the safer play. I think Gordon probably falls in the end zone. I think there's probably 20 carries for him and Javonte today if they had their druthers. Moishe Levy. Hello, my friend. Hi, Joe. Happy Sunday. Should I take Connor or Mark Andrews in the flex? Connor. 100% Connor in the flex against Detroit. Good luck, Moishe. All right, next here. Let's see. We've got Billy Boy. Merry Christmas, Joe. Merry Christmas, Billy Boy. Half point PPR, sit two. Renfro, Ayuk, AJ Green, AJ Dillon, AJ Van Jefferson. No, I'm just kidding. That last one wasn't true. So who am I going to sit? I'm going to sit AJ Green. And then the second one is much tougher. Probably Van Jefferson is next. So give me Ayuk, give me AJ Dillon, give me Renfro. I think those guys give me the best possibility there. As tempting as it is with Van Jefferson now with Odell, it's less tempting just by a hair. Jack Patterson, Brady or Kyler Murray? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a very good one. You know, Brady struggled against the New Orleans Saints. They get up to play Tom Brady. I have a hard time taking Brady on my lineup, but I cannot sit Kyler Murray against the Detroit Lions. I just can't do it. Even with or without Hopkins, can't do it. Can't do it, won't do it. Give me Kyler Murray against the Lions today. David Laraga, Van Jefferson or KJ Osborne? You know, doesn't look like we're going to get Thielen for this game, so Osborne is probably the safer play. And if you get at any point in time in the next 24 hours, you get more news and Thielen is playing, just as a caveat, because now, again, in my brain, I have to remember that, oh, yeah, the Rams are on Tuesday now. So here's what you do. If you do get Thielen back by some grace of God, right, that ends up happening, then Van Jefferson immediately goes over Osborne immediately. But for now, it's Osborne over Jefferson. Cab Mando. I loved his work in The Mandalorian. Cab Mando was one of my favorite characters in that show. Merry Christmas, Joe. Merry Christmas, Cab. Let's see. PPR, Pat Frymuth or Dalton Schultz. I'm still going to go with Toe Tap Pat. I know it's been a little up and down. He's a good kid. He's a good seed. Brings you that red zone equity you want. I think it's going to be a shootout in there in this game, so give me Frymuth still. Tony Amato. St. Brown, Julio Jones, or Christian Kirk. Hoo-wee. If I need a lot of boom, it's Christian Kirk. He has the most upside. If I want the floor, it's probably Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, Julio, what is Julio at this point? I don't know. I can't believe we're here, but there we are. Jake O'Neal, help Joe, PPR. Sony Michel, AJ Dillon, or Foreman. I want Foreman of those three. Despite the PPR, I still want Foreman. Okay, and don't forget that Kyle Yates is going to follow me, guys, right here at noon. So high noon Eastern, you get the gunslinger Kyle Yates, okay? And he's going to be taking over for me. So stick around. Make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel. And don't forget, when you do, you automatically get entered into our contest when you ask a question to Kyle Yates, and you can win that Devontae Smith jersey thanks to our friends at pristineauction.com. Again, Pristine auction.com. They like when I spell things here. They always like to challenge me. It's like the spelling bee at Fantasy Pros. How many reads can Joe spell? Let's see. And some of them are tricky. Let me tell you. It's a wonder that I haven't screwed up tick pick all year. I say that. I still got a couple weeks left, but if I screw that one up, I might get fired. All right, let's go to the next one here. I'll let your mind do the walking on that one. Rory Keenan, pick 2 of Chase, Carter, Darrell Henderson, Aaron Jones. All right. I assume you mean Chase Edmonds, not Jamar Chase. Got to be more specific, y'all. But I'm just going to assume that Jamar Chase would start over these guys, Rory, and you're clear this morning. You're not hungover from too much eggnog. So, Rory, I'm going to go here picking 2. Let's see. I think I want Michael Carter, and I want Aaron Jones. I know the trend with Jones is a little scary. I still got to go with Aaron Jones. Give me the talent. Give me the workload by themselves with Carter. Give me the talent of Aaron Jones. Edmonds is tempting. Henderson's tempting. But I think Carter and Jones offer the most touchdown equity. So I want that in the standard. Goose. I thought he didn't make it out of Top Gun, but he's here asking questions. This is phenomenal. I'm very happy about that. I did not see that coming today. Need 2 in the flex full point PPR: Claypool, Kirk, KJ, Edmonds, or Foreman. Thanks, Joe. All right, in the full PPR here, we need 2 flex. Foreman's definitely one of them, so I'll take the floor with Foreman, and I'll stay in that same game and play the total with Claypool. Opposite ends. Let's go Claypool. Let's go Foreman. That's where I'm going to live. CJ Watkins, pick 2, full point PPR. DK Metcalf, Ayuk, or Odell Beckham. I'm going to go with Metcalf, and I'm going to go with Odell here. Those are the 2 choices for me. Ayuk is third because, again, too much variable in there. So that's where I'm going. I like Ayuk, but it's all over the map. I think Odell against Seattle is going to be good. Troy C., happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, Troy. Half point PPR, need a flex. Josh Reynolds, Peoples Jones, Dearness Johnson. Give me Dearness Johnson. I think he'll work in this game because why wouldn't he? John Montano, full point PPR, Beckham or Kirk. I think Beckham's safer, so I'm just going to go with Beckham here. Antoine Spivey. Antoine's back again. I always like when I see Antoine. Jimmy G or Tua. Have Gaskin and Parker, Kittle and Ayuk. Which stack? Well then, since you have Gaskin and the other 2 guys are in the receiving world a little bit more, I think what I'm going to do then is going to go ahead and go with Jimmy G in this scenario. Now, I like Tua more, but if you have Gaskin, what you want is Gaskin to get a rushing touchdown somewhere in this game, and that's 1 less touchdown for Tua. So I'm trying to paint a picture for you, and I'm going to try to paint the Jimmy G picture because I think in your setup with Kittle, if Kittle has a big day, he's the best player of this group. So I want to tie my quarterback to the best player of this group, so that's the way I would go. Let's go with Elena W. Metcalf or Gibson for the flex and the half-point PPR. Thanks. Elena, I'm going to go with Gibson here. I want the running back. I want the sure thing. I want the volume. I want the touches. I think he bounces back after an underwhelming performance last week. A little bit extra rest time, too, for my boy Gibson. And Metcalf has a tough matchup because Ramsey is going to play in this game. All right, next is Ryan Goins. Wants to know PPR, Njoku, or Gerald Everett. This is ugly. This is ugly. Look, Gerald Everett is probably just as low as it can get for me, and Njoku's right there. Here's the only thing I can say. If you are concerned about the Browns' COVID issues, then play Everett. If you think that everything, and you get the feeling, and it seems like things are getting back on track for that game, then I think Njoku is the better player in the full point PPR, because I think Njoku gives you more opportunities to score points. I just have a hard time playing Gerald Everett. I don't see it. That's just me. Nathan Tuttle, half point PPR. We'll see. You got Gordon, Beasley or Dawson Knox? Give me Melvin Gordon if I can only pick one, even in the half. I like Dawson Knox. You must have a really good tight end that you have this problem, but give me the running back. Zach Adner, need a wide receiver, 2, and a flex from this group. Okay, Penny, Gallup, Green, Sterling Shepard, Osborne. Penny and Osborne for me from this group. I think that's the best bet that you could possibly ask for. Just Gallup is tricky in that pecking order, especially now Pollard's back in too for this game. It's a crapshoot with that one. C-Jack, Vikings or 49ers defense? 49ers defense, this ain't close, C-Jack. 49ers defense against that Atlanta Falcons offensive line. They are bad. Bosa's going to be on top of Matt Ryan, all covered in cheese. I lost my poor quarterback when Joey Bosa sacked him 12 times. Pedro Hernandez, McLaurin, Lockett, Pollard, or Henderson in the flex. Now, I don't know if we have Tyler Lockett news recently. If Lockett somehow plays, you want Lockett in there, but the problem is I don't know if we're going to get Lockett back in time, so that becomes a problem. I don't want to play McLaurin. In the PPR, that leaves me with Pollard or Henderson, and I don't want to play Pollard. So Henderson's first, McLaurin second. But as soon as you get a better idea of what's going on with Lockett, Lockett will go ahead of everybody. Mikey S. All right. Higgins, Javonte, or James Robinson, the full point PPR, and Andrews or Gronk. Gronk for me, number 1. Number 2, I can only choose one of these guys. Ooh, I'm going to go with James Robinson, even though it's full point PPR. The secondary is pretty good in Denver, but James Robinson, I think, is going to have a day against the Houston Texans. I think he's going to get 20-something touches today and just be awesome. Just to shove it up to Urban Meyer. That's what I think. Ando, standard scoring for Ando. Pick 2, James Conner. Yes. Sony Michel, Henderson, and Ayuk. Give me James Conner and let me avoid the other situation. So give me Conner, and you know what? I'm going to pause. I'm rethinking. In the standard scoring, I'm going to go Conner and Michel and just play for the complete touchdowns here. Let's hope that they get down to the goal line. Sony Michel's the guy that gets the touchdown at the goal line. So give me Conner, give me Michel. Poncho Villain, Devontae Parker or Gibson at the flex. Still Gibson, the full point PPR. As much as I love Devontae Parker this week, I still think I want the running back. Stu Blandford, Peoples Jones or Judy. I have Lockett and Waddle. I'm sorry. This is a tough situation for you. I would still play Jerry Judy over Donovan Peoples Jones. Kevin Blazer, Merry Christmas, Joe. Merry Christmas, Kevin Blazer. Pick 1, standard flex, Antonio Gibson, Gaskin, or Jamar Chase. Still going to go with Chase. He's just the best talent of these 3, and I know it could be terrible. Now, look, if you don't want to live and die with the roller coaster of Chase, the next best option is Gibson, I think, in terms of safety. But I think Chase is the guy that I want. Gaskin's a good play, too. These are good problems to have. If Jamar Chase is your flex, then you're probably already moving on to the next round, I feel like. JP34, hey, Godfather Claus. That's right. That's right. The Godfather's back here for you guys. I love this. I love my people. You're my people. That's right. Sit 2 PPR. Osborne, Van Jefferson, St. Brown, Davis, or Penny. Good luck today, buddy. Good luck to you, JP. From one JP to another. Let's see. I'm sitting St. Brown, and I'm probably sitting Van Jefferson right now. If Osborne ends up getting Thielen back, then that switches to Van Jefferson. So that's my caveat if you hear any news about that. But right now, St. Brown's the odd man out and Van Jefferson's the odd man out. Good luck, JP. Appreciate you, buddy. Devin Lacey, Tua or Justin Fields. I just take the Tua points right now. And I'll tell you why. Every passing day is another COVID issue, right? And I'm just going to play Tua. He's there right now. Play it. Take the points. God forbid, you have Andy Dalton tested positive, and then you all of a sudden get Fields in the same quarterback room. It's just too much to handle. So give me Tua right now. James Dillon, Russell Wilson, or Big Ben? Big Ben's very tempting today, but I will still play Russell Wilson in that game against the Rams. I think Russell Wilson and that team show up. Shelby, full point PPR, Guillotine League. Ooh, now we're talking. Montgomery, Zeke, Higgins, or Aaron Jones. All right, so in the Guillotine, I'm definitely playing for the touchdowns here. I think I play Zeke and I play Higgins. I think that's my best opportunity there for some touchdown equity. Zeke and Higgins is where I'm going. Mr. Brownstone, pick 1 running back, full PPR, Zeke, Henderson, Michelle, Penny, or Melvin Gordon. Look, it can only pick 1 here. I still think I got to take my first round pick. I can't sit. I know it sucks. I know. I can't sit Zeke for Sony Michel and Henderson. I can't do it for Penny. Melvin Gordon, I kind of get that one. If you really are just done with Zeke, and you just don't want any part of it, then I'm giving you a hall pass to start Melvin Gordon, but I would still start Zeke. For better or worse, that's your dude. That's who you invested in. You have to ride it out. Ty Cruz, HOEP, sit one. Penny, Foreman, or Green? Green, to the bench. Next. Walter, please help. Pick two. DJ Moore, Gage, Crowder, Boyd, Knox. I want Knox. And I think I want probably Gage because DJ Moore is not healthy, and that's not a good secondary to be going against. So I will take Knox and I will take Gage, and I will hope for the best for you, Walter. Michael Rosen, Russell Gage, or OBJ? I think I like OBJ better. Give me the better quarterback situation. Spicy Plumber. Spicy Plumber for my flex. Zach Ertz or Chase Edmonds? Chase Edmonds, easy. Next. All right. So apparently the Ravens are so shorthanded today against the Packers that 17 players on IR, 5 players on the COVID list, including 3 starters, 13 players on the injury report, with Lamar unlikely to play. So this might be a time where that Packers D, if you got him on the bench, this might be the time to play him. There's a lot going on here. Now, that being said, I'm sure Harbaugh will do a heck of a job and get these guys prepped, and Huntley will, give it all he's got. I like Huntley, what I saw in the last week, but let's just say that I'm playing Rodgers and I'm playing Devontae Adams this week in my DFS lineups. Just want to put that out there for all of you. So if you can go out there and do the same. Steve Malinowski, full point PPR, need one for the flex. Michael Carter, Melvin Gordon, or Chase Claypool? The answer for me is Melvin Gordon. Thanks for playing, Steve. Thank you. Again, to the back with you. Get a parting gift. The Past Master. I like these names are getting more and more amusing as we go on. The Past Master. Standard League, Elliott or Barkley? Ugh. Gross. Saquon Barkley ahead of Elliott, I think, this week. Because he's going to catch the football a little bit too. And I just think Saquon, I feel a little bit better about finishing as a top 12 RB. Zeke is like, right? It's like when John McClane, right? It's like when John McClane was hanging off by his hands in the vent, right? Or when he was hanging over there with the fire hose, if you remember in Die Hard, that's Ezekiel Elliott right now. He is trying to shoot the glass like Bruce Willis in Die Hard and trying to break through the glass of RB1. The metaphors are so good this morning. They are so good. And yes, I do get paid by the metaphor. I get a bonus every time I come up with something like that. So, yeah, I'm going to take Barkley in this scenario here. There you go. Let's go. Aaron Lowe, no idea what to do here. That's okay, Aaron. That's why we're here. Need to pick 3 to play. At least 2 have to be wide receiver. This is fun. This is like the game Clue or something. I've got to figure it out. Here are the names. Crowder, Braxton Berrios, Josh Reynolds, Albert Wilson, Jeff Wilson, Devin Singletary, Craig Reynolds. 2 have to be wide receiver, huh? I really don't want to do that. I will play Jeff Wilson. I will play Braxton Berrios. And I really want to play Craig Reynolds. That's what I want to do. But I will take, man, I got to pick 2 wide receivers of this jabroni group. I guess Crowder. Wow, 2 Jets wide receivers. This is the worst day ever. Crowder, Braxton Berrios, Jeff Wilson. Good luck, Aaron. Good luck. Start drinking early, Aaron. That's my advice to you. All right, Jason Kenny. Cousins or Taysom Hill? I think you still got to play Taysom Hill with the rushing equity. Cousins has been very good. This is a slight edge. I think he is a QB1. I think Cousins is like QB13. Nathan Cole, pick 2. St. Brown, McLaurin, Parker Penny. Parker Penny. Yay, I found 2 I like. Good, Nathan. Good luck. 13 ends wants to know start 2 PPR Renfro, Edmonds, OBJ. I'm gonna, the Renfro thing has become more tricky now, but I think I still would play Hunter Renfro. He's just been so good. I think I still got to play Hunter Renfro. So give me Renfro and give me OBJ if it's safer. If you need a little upside in there, maybe you toy around with Edmonds, but I think Renfro and OBJ is the safest grouping here. Henry Odom, PPR, Michael Carter, or Brandon Cooks. I'm going to go with Michael Carter, even the full point PPR. I like Carter today in this matchup, believe it or not. I want to go with... Actually, you know what? Full point PPR versus Jacksonville. Cooks. Scratch that. In the words of Willy Wonka, reverse it. I've changed my mind. Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, Henry. I'm going to go and play. If I do believe, and I've said it already, that Jackson was going to come out there and put some points today finally, then Davis Mills is going to have to throw the football a little bit. So give me Brandon Cooks because there's still that variable of that Miami defense just being so good and shutting the Jets down completely. That happens despite Carter being the guy in the backfield, so to speak. I think I will lean in the full point PPR to Cooks. Black Nova Scotian. Merry Christmas, Joe. Merry Christmas, my friend. Half PPR, pick 3. I will. Sutton, gross. St. Brown, Gallup, okay. Gabriel Davis, okay. Give me St. Brown, Gallup, and Gabriel Davis, and I'm going to leave Peoples-Jones and Sutton to the side. That's what I'm going to go. Mel Bailey, good day, mate. Good day, May. All right, Mel wants to know Pollard, Chase Edmonds, or Sony Michel with 12 ends. Let's see. Pollard, Chase Edmonds, or Sony Michel. In the half PPR, this one's very tricky. In the half PPR, I'm really worried about Pollard today. I don't know how much he's going to do. I think I actually roll the dice with Chase Edmonds in this matchup here, in this situation with the half PPR. Because if Edmonds is good, then that's quite a day you've had for yourself. And typically speaking, this is a flex play, I assume here, the way we're talking about it. And the flex I like a little bit more. Boom. Sony Michel with Henderson, that becomes tricky. Pollard's health is tricky. Edmonds is back for the first time, but it's against the Lions. So give me Chase Edmonds. Look how much, Javonte and Melvin Gordon did against the Lions a couple weeks ago. So give me Chase Edmonds. Maxime LeBlanc, PPR, flex spot. Miles Sanders, Parker, give me Parker. Tight end, Njoku or Everett, give me Njoku. Good luck, Max. All right, Timmy Tucker, good old Timmy Tucker. Half point PPR, 2 for the flex. AJ Green, KJ Osborne, Saquon Barkley, Gabriel Davis. Give me Saquon Barkley and give me Gabriel Davis. That's who I want. Dylan M, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Dylan. 3 I have to pick in the full point PPR. Javonte, Carter, Foreman, Sanders, Hubbard, Michelle. Let's start with the guys I like. I like Foreman, and I like Javonte Williams. So I got one more choice to look around here as I'm shopping. I'm going to just look for some touchdown equity there. I think I'll go with the best offense, and I'll go with Sony Michel. So Javonte and Foreman are the guys I locked in, and then I got Sony Michel in that offense. I'm going to play the total. Dan Greenfield, happy holidays. AJ Green, DJ Moore, or Miles Sanders in the flex half-point PPR. I don't really like the health of DJ Moore. I'm not a big AJ Green fan. I think you found a situation where I actually play Miles Sanders. You did it. Congratulations, Dan. I don't feel great about it, but Miles Sanders in the half-point PPR I think is the best option of those 3 right now. All right, here's a little list. Get your pens and papers out, everybody. Officially active: James Conner, Chase Edmonds, Tony Pollard, DJ Moore, Zach Ertz, Rex Burkhead. Officially inactive: Emmanuel Sanders, Zach Moss, Ty Johnson. So there you go. Marcus Aguilar, Javonte Williams, or Henderson. Give me Javonte Williams. I'm going to live and die. I'm going to live and die with the better talent. Period. Revon, JJ. By the way, that's a new fragrance coming out. I believe Sephora. Revon JJ. It's really good. It's going to be very popular this holiday season. Full point PPR. OBJ or Van Jefferson. Who do I want to start between OBJ and Van Jefferson? I'll start OBJ. Ugh, gross. OBJ. I'm rooting for Van Jefferson, though. Jason Beck went against Taylor and Hunter Henry last night. Yikes, that last run. You were feeling good about yourself when Jonathan Taylor was blocking for Nyheim Hines, weren't you there, Jason? You felt good then. Boy, with 2:04 left to play in the game, that last big run was not good. So let's figure it out. Need one. Jeff Wilson, Foreman, Gallup, or Parker. Already have Gesicki and Tua. Do I want to rely on 3 Dolphins? Yeah, I said Gesicki. That's right, I said it. I've been talking for 3 hours. So what do you want from me? All right, let's see what we got here. We're playing from behind. If we're in for a penny, let's go in for a pound. I'm going to play Parker too. It's going to be Tua. It's going to be Gesicki. It's going to be Parker. Let's go. Let's go. Let's just go all in and hope that it's just this incredible Dolphins onslaught and they put up 30 points against the Jets, which is possible. So that's the way I would go. Dana is up next. Dana wants to know, half PPR, pick 1, Melvin Gordon, Parker, Gaskin, or Michael Carter. Melvin Gordon's probably the safest one here. So I would probably go even the half, especially 2. I lean towards running back. I think Gaskin's startable though also, but if these are your problems and you've got a lot of options here, chances are your lineup's pretty good already. So I'll just take Melvin Gordon and get out. Parker and Gaskin are very tempting, but again, it's going to be one or the other. So I don't like flipping the coin. I'd rather just go with Melvin Gordon here. Mark Rose, start two in Superflex half PPR. Russell Wilson, Sony Michel, Dante Foreman. Well, if I'm going to start two, I'm definitely starting a quarterback in Superflex. So Russell Wilson, and then Foreman's the other one. That was easy. I like the easy ones, Mark. Give me Brad. Brad Rainish wants to know, is there a chance Lockett plays? I haven't seen anything about Lockett all morning. I'm not sure where we're at with the protocols right now. Chris will take a look at it and see if he can give me an update on it. But I would say right now it's like a 30% chance. So if you got somebody to play, I would be playing them now and not take the chance because you don't want to downgrade significantly there. All right, quick break in the action. So I don't mispronounce Gasicki again. Lockett's in the building, Chris said. Lockett is in the building. I repeat, Lockett is in the building. But I mean, yeah, but they play on Tuesday. So it doesn't matter if he's in the building right now. I mean, he's in the facility. He's in the facility. Chris, it's not like there's a lot of things going on right now. He's in the building. I'm in the building too. I love Chris. Everybody, do me a favor right now. Like this video for Chris. Chris works so hard. He does such a phenomenal job. Look at all this. Look at all these things that surround me in these boxes. Look at these things running down here. There's stuff on the side there. There's stuff on the side here. It's all these cool things, right? Actually, it's stuff on this side here. Yes, it's always the opposite for me. So look at that. That Alvin Kamara jersey is not going to give away itself. So go and win that. Look at Chris all makes up all these things. Please like the video. It's the holiday season. Give yourself a feel-good story. Like the video. Please. Everyone, just real quick. Like the video for Chris. It makes him very happy. All right, let's go to Profit's Profit. Half point PPR. Pick 3. Pretty please. Higgins, Claypool, Foreman, Gibson, Gaskin. I'm going to sprinkle here between these guys. Give me Higgins for sure. Give me Foreman. And then Gibson, if safety option, is my third. I think I'm just going to go down with the ship here. Higgins, Foreman, Gibson, I think are the 3 guys that I feel best about their workload and what they're going to do. Claypool and Gaskin are very viable options this week for other teams. But for this scenario, give me Higgins, give me Foreman, give me Gibson. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Let's go next here to D21. Yippee-ki-yay! Woo! That's right. That's right. It's Die Hard. Die Hard Week 15. Super flex, Fields or Big Ben. I play Big Ben, and I just don't leave anything to chance here. I'm just, call me crazy. Big Ben for me today. Just go. I mean, Fields could certainly have a better game, but the longer we wait, the worse things seem to get right now. If Big Ben's playing today, he is playing today. It's 11:48. He's playing. I'm playing Big Ben. Let's get to some more here. CQ, the Mighty Quinn, half point PPR. Wilson or Melvin Gordon III. Give me Melvin Gordon. Mooney, Kirk, Gage, or one of the RBs in the flex. That's intriguing. If you need like just boom or bust in your lineup, then Kirk would be the next guy up. But if you just want to play it safe, then Wilson would be the next guy. D Money, PPR, MVS or Julio Jones. Give me MVS against Baltimore. Christian Fassbender, half PPR. 2 flex spots, Gallup, Michael Carter, or Claypool. Let's see, 2 flex spots in the half point PPR. Give me Michael Carter and give me Claypool. Let's have one of each here. Let's get 1 wide receiver and 1 running back in there. K. Scott, good morning, Joe. Since Lamar is questionable, who should I start? Knox or Andrews? Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna start Dawson Knox because they got a ton of issues right now, Baltimore. So give me Knox. I feel just more confident in him. Matt Keller, I'm stuck, Jeff. I don't know who Jeff is. Am I Jeff? Jeff Pisapia? Chris, do I have to answer this question if he calls me Jeff? You change that lower third to Jeff, I walk off this show, Chris. If you change that lower third, I just walk right off. You think I'm kidding? I will throw my Santa hat down in disgust and walk right off this show. Well, Matt, if that is your name, I'll still answer your question because I'm contractually obligated. Van Jefferson, Mooney, Michael Carter, or James Robinson, pick 2. I want James Robinson, and I want Michael Carter. I want the running backs. Jeff. Bro. We almost went a whole hour. We went 50 minutes without a bro. At the end, there's always got to be one. It screws it up for everybody. All right, Stepa, PPR. I feel like we should have holiday music. Like, don't you think we should have some holiday music and like dun, 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 like when I answer questions? I feel like the music would help move the show around a little bit. Get working on that, will you, Chris? Little holiday tunes for Jeff. Jeff loves the holiday tunes. Let me tell you. All right, Stepa PPR. Jones, Foreman, or Sony Michelle. I'm gonna start Aaron Jones and I'm gonna start Foreman. I'm not gonna think twice about it. Chaz Puckett. That's a great name, Chaz Puckett. Standard flex, Cooks or AJ Dillon. I think I would go with Brandon Cooks there and just hope that he gets in the end zone because AJ Dillon, you don't know now. I mean, standard, especially you're looking for the touchdown. There's Adams is gonna have a big day. It could be a big MVS moment there. Aaron Jones. So Cooks is like the guy. So I would still go with Cooks. Next is John Piercy. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, John. You got screwed last night. Start sit RSJ over Hunter Henry. I'm sorry. If you'd asked me, I would have played Hunter Henry. That's why you asked Joe in the AMAs these things. Now I need Hurts or Fields. Also have Ayuk as an option. No. I'm going to start Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts is playing, that's what I'm going to do. Now, once again, I understand waiting is the hardest part. And I am uncomfortable right now because I can see that the board has now changed around me. And he's done it. I saw him working for the first time all hour. All of a sudden, I saw Chris like intensely looking at things, really trying to look and figure out what's going on. Now it says Jeff. I told you. I told you that I don't have to work under these conditions. I don't have to do this. I'm not here for your amusement, and I'm not Jeff. Okay, it's ridiculous. It's 15 weeks. I got games moving all over the place. I got nobody left to play, and now people call me Jeff. Nonsense, man. I don't have to do this. I work really hard, and people still call me Jeff. And now Chris changes the board on me. 8 minutes. I can rant for 8 minutes, and I walk right now if I could. Jeff, you better change that back to Joe before the end of this program. That's all I know. All right, let's go with the next question. Super Mario wants to know, half PPR, I need one. Tony Pollard, Sony Michelle, Dearness Johnson. Ugh. Sony Michelle in that case. Truth spoken. Who do I start in my flex? Amon-Ra St. Brown, Gabriel Davis, or Osborne. Look, I understand wanting to wait for Osborne, but God forbid Thielen plays. That hurts me. I'm going to go with Gabriel Davis because I got a good feeling about Davis today. I like the red zone looks. It's a good matchup there for him too because he's going to have the second corner on him. I like Gabriel Davis. Orville Simmons. Happy holidays. Hello, Orville. Happy holidays to you. Tua or Russell Wilson, full point PPR, still Tua for me. I'm still going to go that route. Eric Torres, hey Joe, pick up one. Miles Sanders, Dylan, or Pollard. Miles Sanders. Sorry, I'm going to pick Miles Sanders. I hate it. Zombob. These names today. Where are these people coming from? Zombob, PPR, 2, Henderson, Michael Carter, Gibson, Jeff Wilson, Penny. Give me Gibson, give me Penny, and get me out of here. My name is not Jeff. Perry Hunter, need some flex. I answered his question anyway, didn't I? Because I'm a professional. At the end of the day, still a professional. Put on my Santa Claus hat. Even if they call me Jeff, and I'm going to soldier on. I'm going to keep doing this show regardless. All right. I answered Zombob. Let's go to Perry Hunter. Need some flex. Half point PPR. Crowder, Shepard, Hubbard. Ugh. This is terrible. I don't like any of these options. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Chuba Hubbard because Buffalo struggled against the run recently, and I don't like Hubbard at all. But I just think that's the best option here. Michael Ashley. Hey, Joey P. See, he knows my name. It's Joe. Happy holidays, and thanks for all your help. You're welcome, Michael. Thank you for being part of the show here. Osborne or Kirk, full PPR. I'll roll the dice with Kirk in this one, in the full point PPR especially, because I think Kirk is just a much safer play. If you need upside, you want to roll the dice with Kirk, that's fine. If you're playing from behind because of Taylor, because of Kelsey, okay, I get it. But I think Osborne is by far the safest play of these two. AJ Nene. AJ Nene, another fabulous name. Happy holidays, Jeff. Get out, AJ. Get out of my chat. Just get out. I don't know. You take that Jeff noise and you get out. I can answer your question, AJ Nene. Who has a name like AJ Nene anyway? Javonte or Gibson in the standard. Thanks, he says. Thanks. I'll take Javonte still. I'm going to go down with that ship. I don't care. Mike McGowan, Merry Christmas, Jeff. Okay, now it's getting out of control. Stop it. Just stop calling me Jeff. Mike McGowan wants to know two full PPR guys, Wilson, Henderson, Gaskin, or Penny. I want Gaskin and Penny, Mike. All right. Nicholas wants to know half point PPR, Donovan Peoples-Jones or Rondell Moore. I'm going to roll the dice with Rondell Moore in this game. I think the Browns' week has been a complete bust. God knows what practice has been like, what preparation's like, the coach situation. I'm staying away from the Browns if I can avoid it, but I'm going to go with Rondell Moore. Rondell Moore's route percentage went way up last time that there was no DeAndre Hopkins, but AJ Green was still there. Moore was very close. Kirk was the guy on the field the most. Matt Keller, I'm dying. Sorry, Joe. I'm here to entertain you, man. This is what I'm here. Matt Keller says, I'm dying. Sorry, Joe. Love the show, man. I watch every week. Just hungover today. Me too, man. No, I'm just kidding. I am not. Oh, Chris is, though. Chris is completely hungover today after the game last night for us. Oh, I appreciate you guys, man. I hope you enjoy this show. I'm trying to make you laugh. I'm trying to have you enjoy fantasy football again because fantasy football is supposed to be fun. That's what I was told anyway. It's supposed to be fun. All right. Where are we going here? Eric Paul, Standard League, third wide receiver, Beasley or Amon-Ra St. Brown? Thanks, Jeffrey P. That was a good one. Good job, Eric. If you're going to do it, at least be creative. Okay. I'm going to go with, gross. I'm going to go with St. Brown. I know that seems weird, but give me St. Brown. Jennifer wants to know, hey, Joe. See, Jennifer has some respect for me. Very little, but some. Pick 2, Terry McLaurin, Chase Claypool, DJ Moore, Van Jefferson. With DJ Moore playing today now, it's hard to sit him with this group that you've got. McLaurin has done nothing. I think I'm going to just try my best to get something out of DJ Moore and Claypool today. I think this is a very do or die bunch. And I think if I'm going to go do or die, Claypool and DJ Moore are going to be the do or die kind of guys. So that's my approach with this one, Jennifer. So it's either going to be an awesome day or it's going to be a less than awesome day. But the problem with McLaurin and Van Jefferson is just, I don't know, man. I don't know what's there and available anymore for those guys. All right, Zuba, full point PPR, pick 2, Claypool, Brandon Cooks, Gallup, Van Jefferson, Melvin Gordon. Give me Melvin Gordon, and give me Claypool. I think that's my best bang for my buck today. Kyle Barrett, not to be confused with Kyle Yates. Hey, Joe, full point PPR, pick 1, Henderson, Pollard, or Chuba Hubbard. If I'm only going to pick one, probably going to still pick Henderson and just play that game total and hope that it works out. I just don't like Chuba Hubbard. I just don't. And pretty soon here, you're going to have Kyle Yates taking you through the rest of the time. So make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to Fantasy Pros YouTube channel. Click that notifications bell so you get incredible entertainment like you just got here for the last hour. You got football answers. You got incredible entertainment. What more do you need? Oh, wait. If you subscribe right now in the next 2 minutes or you're a subscriber already, you can win a Devontae Smith autographed jersey thanks to our friends at Pristine Auction by asking Kyle Yates a question. That's all you got to do is ask him a question. And because, where is it? There we go. Because I believe in the spirit of the holidays, and I know that Kyle's little boy's watching right now in the green room, I'm going to put my Santa Claus hat on, and I'm going to adjust it a little bit here because I look more like Papa Smurf. And now Kyle's little boy is very excited, and he's waving at me in the green room. Hello, little Yates. How are you? And I'm just trying to spread the joy here on a lovely Sunday before Christmas. Eric Doobie, last one, Doobie. You're the best, Joe. Thanks, Eric. You're the best. Most of the Jeffs suck. Yeah, that's right. I am the best. I'm the best of the Joes and the Jeffs. Don't forget that. I need a super flex replacement for Lamar. What do you do? Wait until Tuesday to figure it out if Heineke starts. Well, I don't have any. I mean, Heineke, I haven't heard any problems with Heineke. So Heineke would be okay to start. I have no problem with that. If you want to start Huntley, I think it's tenuous. I think I would rather start Taylor Heineke than Huntley right now. And I know it's tempting because it looked good last week. But the Packers defense is a different animal. They've got a lot of moving parts right now with the Ravens. I think I would indeed wait for Taylor Heineke. All right, that'll do it for me. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, a Happy Holidays. Good luck. I know it's been tough, but don't forget, just like John McClane, our hero right here, Take a good look. Yippee-ki-yay. We die hard this week. This is what we do. We are not going to give in. We are not going to surrender. John McClain wouldn't, and you shouldn't either. So go and enjoy your fantasy football playoffs as best as you can tonight, Monday, Tuesday, all the days, all the 12 days of fantasy playoffs from all of us here at Fantasy Pros. Stick around for Kyle Yates right after this. We'll see you next time, kids.